Hi, Service Alternatives, and happy Friday. During COVID, this has been a time where we all need to especially be finding a way to walk through our lives with our eyes open and our hearts open. We need to be consistently looking for the good things that are happening around us and need to keep a special eye on celebrating. June is usually a month where lots of celebrations are happening. Usually there are weddings, there are graduations. We are usually celebrating kids moving on to new years of school and getting ready to go into summer camp. And the fact is that this summer will just be different. And it is a time to make sure that we're continuing to celebrate. We have a few really great things to celebrate with kids today. One of them is I know I talked in April about a young lady in our Sunnyside program who had worked really hard to get her credits in order for her to be able to graduate. And the great news is that she just graduated. She graduated from Sunnyside High School in their online graduation program. And this is a huge deal for any of you that don't know. Foster kids graduating from high school is actually a huge area of focus. Only 46% of foster kids typically graduate. So for the kids that do, it's something that deserves an extra special celebration. There's also a young lady who in our Vancouver program, she's been placed with the same treatment foster family for 3 years. So that in and of itself is a big celebration. Oftentimes kids in foster care move from home to home, and so it's a big deal that she's even achieved that level of stability. And she has done so well that she's graduating from behavior rehabilitation services, which is what happens in our treatment foster homes. And she's moving on to a less restrictive placement. The Vancouver program has celebrated her, or they will be celebrating her, with a surprise parade that they will be honoring her. Again, with COVID, we can't be doing these things in person in very easy ways, but the parade is a great idea. They also got her a leather-bound book and some pens and a gift card, and they're going to be honoring her. Along with honoring our client successes, it's also really important to be noticing what's happening with employees. So both with the Vancouver program and the Sunnyside program, what the employees have done to support those kids making the transitions and having the successes they've had is something to not forget. It takes a lot for both our employees and our foster families to help these kids move through the challenges in their lives and experience this kind of result. So I really want to honor them. Our Training Institute team has done amazing things during COVID, and so I'm going to call out a couple of those things. One is LJ Keller, one of our training specialists. He and Venner have done some work around what's called our residential core training, and LJ has been a big part of training direct support professionals and, more importantly, even training other instructors to teach the residential core training. And in figuring out how to move that training from classroom to virtual, LJ submitted a proposal that was received really well by DDA. It's a proposal that really highlighted LJ's strengths and made him shine in this context, and they were excited to pilot that. So LJ will be, with some other instructors, be piloting that training. So that's quite an honor to LJ. And then the Training Institute team as a whole has been working on moving many of our trainings from classroom to virtual. And DDA has recognized the quality of those, and so there are a number of them that are in active development. Trauma-informed care is one, dual diagnosis is another, and emotional intelligence is another. So that's something I really want to recognize the team effort that I know the Training Institute has put into that. In terms of COVID, there's been good news and not good news around how those numbers are moving. We have some service area counties where they're still in phase 1, and in fact, numbers are still going up pretty high. We also have some of us that are in phase 1 or phase 2, but the numbers are still going high. So it's something that as we continue to get out and do our celebrations, we want to not let our guard down in terms of the health and safety issues. Our virtual platforms continue. Our office protocols have just been put out, and it's just so critical that we continue to wear the masks and we do everything we've been doing. We do have our cloth masks with our SA logos that have come in. The first batch of them has come in, and so those are in the process of being distributed, and I hope that you all enjoy those as much as possible, given that masks are hard to enjoy. But they're something that I think they're simple and they're sleek, and I hope that you find them to be helpful for each of you. Lastly, I just want to acknowledge that this weekend is Father's Day and want to shout out to all of you dads that are out there that make your kids' worlds go around. So all of you SA dads and the dads that you have in your lives, please honor them and celebrate them well and be safe while doing it. Have a good weekend, SA. Bye-bye.